Alright, welcome to my channel. This is Lockjack. What I'm working on today is this Mottura CP6. It's got some interesting little dimples, and I don't know what you quite call the other. There's a sidebar element with some very interesting rotating pins. So alrighty, so we'll go in, try to get some things set, and get pin 2. Sounds like I've set 2. Go back, check 1, 2, okay, again. Switch to a little bit. Let's see, where's the other pig? Just a little bit shorter. Okay. Getting some fairly good clicks in this. Alright. We just dropped into a false set. Make sure it's a good false set. Nothing wants to counter, and hopefully I'm on the sidebar. Okay. Nothing's wanting to counter, so hopefully I'm on to the sidebar now. So now we have to deal with the rotating pins. I'm just using like a little bit of a DeForest diamond here. Just trying to rotate the pins. It's kind of a delicate little, I'm trying to find it and rotate it, but not let off enough tension that I lose my fault, or I don't drop the upper pins. So, and then trying to fill these pins can be a little bit difficult. Okay. So, let's see, I'm just worried about resetting the lock when I don't want to. So I'm just going to use this so I can control my counter rotation. So I got to let off just enough to get that sidebar to allow me to rotate the pins. And there's that key control pin right here that's, of course, right in the way. I'm very good luck with that, so I'm going to try my slider pick. Alright, and that did it. So you can see we are open. We're going to go full 360, hopefully for the picking requirements. And right there, that's what I was wondering. We got caught up on the trap pins or the side key control pins here. So I don't know what that's going to take to get undone. Pigs wanting to get stuck, so try something a little bit smaller. So I've never gotten this far in the picking, so don't quite know what it's going to take to get out of it. Okay. Tell you what, I'm going to switch back to, let's see if I can get a flag in there. Is that going to work? Nope. Those other pins are so low sets. They are stopping me from getting anything back there. Oh, there we go. That was it. Alright, so that is full 360 back, and key still works. Alright, so let's see if we can get this gutted. So I'll fast forward through the gutting and come back hopefully and show you all these pins if this is not a gutting disaster. Alright, back in a sec. Alright, so hopefully back from fast forward. I'm going to bring the camera down. Sorry for the shaking. Alright, hopefully we're in focus. So, looking at the dimple pins, they're pretty, 1, 2, and 3 are standard key pins. 4 and 5 Our torpedo, we have standard top pins in 1 and 3. It looks like a brass spool in number 2, and then some steel spools in 3, or excuse me, 4 and 5. But if we look at the core, sorry, I keep bumping the camera. But if we put the, let's see, put them, is that the right hole? Yeah, okay. Sorry, so many holes in this plug. Well, that ain't something right. Oh, I know what it is. Because I don't have the slider pins in. I took these out. They actually stop it from going too deep. So normally what I was going to try to show was that when these are in there, 4 and 5 are very low lifts, and I may have those backwards. Just looking at them real quick. Put the key in and yep, that looks backwards. Yep, I did have them backwards. Let's see. Because yeah, they sit a lot deeper. Where are they going? Because these are out. They can actually fall into the core a little bit. Anyway, but just take my word that the spools are not very active because of how low lifts they are. So that's just the key pins, standard, all the same springs. Then if we look at the bottom set here, this goes in the bottom of the core. This one just really interacts, so when you start to rotate, this notch here pushes it up into the keyway, and it just goes into this slot here. It's like a key retaining pin, or if that's not there, it won't allow the plug to rotate. Now these pins here, if you notice, it's got a short and long post, so as this rides along, what this actually does is it causes this pin to rotate. Let's see, I'm assuming it's rotating somewhere like that because it lines this groove. There is, see, it's kind of like a Medico pin. You got that notch there, and you got a false gate there, and the same on all 3 of them. You got a true and false gate, but it all works off of this slider part here. But it takes 2 of them because then it rotates it into the correct position. Kind of like the EVA keys. Then you got 2 different height slots that move it around. These right here are somewhat passive, but they act like trap pins. They fit into these, and they go in the side of the plug here. So it's kind of weird. They got this little dimple on the back that sticks out. So when you put the key in, it's just below the shear line. That little dimple sticks up, which I guess holds that pin in as you go by. But when that's not in there, it goes a little bit deeper. Mainly, I think it gets caught on these because these can drop recessed, and a key pin can drop, or a driver pin can drop into that, because these are all line up exactly with the key pin holes, so they're not offset. So, but anyway, that's what 2 of them look like. One's flush, one's got a little dimple on it. There's the sidebar. You can see it has 4 posts, but I don't see an interaction except the little tabs on the side. So maybe if that pin doesn't lift up and that tab go out of the way, it may prevent the sidebar from turning as well. But it just lifts the bottom of the core already lifts that pin up, so it just barely does stick in that cable. I don't see where it would interact with that pin at all. Let's see if I can get this to focus. Let's see, maybe you can see down in there. You can see them coming through on those, but on that front one there, it doesn't go. It just barely taps in, but not enough. I don't think it's going to interact with this pin. So I'm going to drop the pin in. Okay, which it would, that's in the open. Okay, sidebar can still go in. And if it's, let's just stick the key in so halfway so it prevents it. It can still go in even with that pin out, so I don't think it really interacts with it. So, but those definitely do. As you can see, let's see, you drop one back in. And as I stick the key in, hopefully you'll, well, I gotta hold it down, sorry. Gotta get it rotated correctly. Okay, let's see if it'll, alright, you can see how the key pulling in and out rotates that pin. And when it gets to its final position, it lines up that gate, and then the side bar can retract, and that's the case for all three. Then when you pull the key out, and make sure it bumps it out of the gate. So, alright. Thanks for watching. Let's see. Clear up my focus. Come on. And there it is. Mottura CP6. Alright, thanks for watching.